good morning everyone. So here I'm going to start my lecture and I would like to tell you some rules and you all have to follow those rules compulsory. I know that you don't like rules and regulation, but still in this lecture you all have to follow these rules. So open your textbook and notebook of biology. Yes. And please switch on your cameras, everyone. Aditya. Yes, Omkar, Dipti, Ekta, Vaishnavi, fast, all of you. Switch on your cameras. Yes, if you have any doubt, please, those doubt you have to ask in the last 5 minutes. And whenever I will ask question, please raise the hand. Okay, and you know, biology is my favorite subject. So I will ask so many questions during this lecture. Okay, so raise the hand and tell me answer of those questions. Okay, so let's start. Yes, student. As you know, tremendous increasing in this population has led to the shortage of food. And because of that, 1/4 of population which suffering from malnutrition and suffering from hunger. There are various methods of agricultural techniques which are important to increase the demand of food, right? And there is one alternative method which is called as SCP, single cell protein. Single cell protein is the method which is very useful with the help of different type of microorganisms. Microorganisms such as yeast, fungi, bacteria, which is very rich in protein content in their biomass. So today we are going to learn SCP with the different types of microorganisms. Okay, so be ready for that. Okay, student, now unmute yourself and tell me what you can able to see on the slide. Yes, raise the hand. Yes, student, I need coordination in this lecture. So raise the hand first. Yes, everyone. Aditya, Dipti, Gauravi. What happened, everyone? Yes. Raise the hand fast and tell me what you can able to see on the slide. Yes, student. Okay, so very good, Aditya. Go ahead. Yes. Aditya, unmute yourself first. Very
Yes,
good.
ma'am.
Yes, Aditya. What you can able to see on the slide? Yes. So student, these are some microorganisms. Microorganisms which divided into various types such as bacteria, yeast, fungi, right? And some of them are really is useful for us and some of them very harmful. Microorganism, micro means small, organisms means living things. So those organisms that we cannot see by our naked eyes are called as microorganisms. So as I told, we are going to learn SCP with this all useful microorganisms. So today I am going to teach you the most interesting topic from biology subject, and that is SCP, single cell protein and biofortification. So here my question to you, what is single cell protein? What do you know about this topic? Yes, raise the hand. Yes, this topic already given in your textbook. So raise the hand and tell me what you know about single cell protein. So see, 38 participants in my class and no one is giving answer. Why this is so? Yes, Shweta, Suryavanshi, Sonal, Trupti, Aditya, Sakshi. Please unmute yourself and tell me what you know about single cell protein. Yes, Sakshi, please unmute yourself and tell me what you know about single cell protein. As I told, I need coordination in this lecture, students. Okay, so see, single cell protein are dried cells of microorganism. And you know, these dried cells of organisms, which is very, very useful as a protein supplement. Yes, and this protein supplement useful for animal feed as well as for human feed. So there are various raw materials which useful for single cell production. So what is raw material? Anyone know about this? Raise the hand. Okay, so raw materials are some basic materials which is very useful for production of final product. So here final product is SCP, that is single cell protein. So if you know that for this SCP production, we want microorganism. Okay, and with the help of this microorganism, we can or some other peoples can produce this SCP. Not only this, subtract that biomass on which they grow. For example, plant biomass or animal biomass. So as I told, not each and every microorganism contain rich amount of protein, but there are some microorganisms which contain rich amount of protein. So raise the hand and tell me some useful microorganisms, some examples of useful microorganisms that you know. And this concept you already learned in last few standards. So raise the hand. And I want all the hand raised here. Very good, Shweta. Go ahead.
Lactobacilli.
Very perfect answer given by Shweta. Yes. Any one of you? Yes. As Shweta told, lactobacillus, which is very useful for our human beings. There are some other microorganisms too. For example, cyanobacteria, that is spirulina, bacteria, that is Methallophilus metallotropus, yeast Candida utilis, and the last one, that is fungus fusarium. If you know that, student, cyanobacteria, spirulina, this Methallophilus metallotropus, Candida utilis, and fungus fusarium contain large amount of protein. And because of that, this type of bacteria and microorganism used for SCP production. Now let's see cyanobacteria. First one, that is spirulina. So what do you know about cyanobacteria? What is cyanobacteria? Yes. First of all, please switch on your cameras. Yes, everyone. And raise the hand if you know the answer. What is cyanobacteria? Yes. And you learned this concept in the last lectures, in the last standards. Yes. So see, cyanobacteria. Cyanobacteria are aquatic one, which is photosynthetic. Tell me what is photosynthetic means? Yes. What happens, student? What is photosynthetic? This concept you learned in 6th and 5th standard. Yes, students. Raise the hand and tell me. So photosynthetic is the process where plants make their own food. Okay. So cyanobacteria is photosynthetic one and live in water. Okay. One of the best example of cyanobacteria, that is spirulina. Yes. So spirulina is not only rich in protein, but also sufficient amount of fat. It contains sufficient amount of fat, carbohydrate, minerals, and vitamin. You know, this spirulina, it is grown in starch-rich wastewater. Yes, student. And we can inoculate, we can take the spirulina from sewage wastewater too. So spirulina is not only rich in protein, but also contains sufficient amount of fats, sufficient amount of carbohydrate, minerals, and vitamin too. So there is one interesting fact related to this spirulina. Yes, what you can able to see on the slide at right hand side. Yes, raise the hand and tell me what you can able to see. Yes, Dipti. Everyone, Tanisha, Sakshi, Snehal. Yes, Shweta, go ahead.
Astronauts.
Very good. Yes, Pratiksha, would you like to add something more?
Astronauts and Earth.
Very perfect answer given by Shweta and Pratiksha. So here I will give you a big clap for this. Yes. So astronauts on the space mission. So here spirulina, which also called as orthospira, is a blue-green algae. Obviously, cyanobacteria, which is a blue-green algae, and that become very famous after it was successfully used by NASA as a dietary supplement. So please listen carefully. This spirulina used as dietary supplement for astronauts on the space mission. So what are you thinking? What is the reason behind that? Yes, I already told in the beginning of the chapter. So tell me, yes, I already told this concept in the beginning of the topic, in the beginning of lecture. So raise hand and tell me, what is this purpose? Why spirulina used as a dietary supplement? Yes, because spirulina has very rich amount of protein in their biomass, and this spirulina has the ability to modulate immune function. What is immune function? Yes, raise the hand and tell me. Immunity, which is this word is very important nowadays in corona situation. So tell me, what is mean by immune functions? What is immune system? Yes. So immune system which very important in our body to fight. Yes, Pratiksha, go ahead and tell me.
Ma'am, immunity system is the system to protect the host from environmental agents such as microbes, chemicals, and etc. things.
Okay, I will reframe your answer, Pratiksha. Yes, this immune system protect our body from some infections, okay, by releasing various type of amino acid like histamine by mast cell. What is mast cell? Yes. So see, mast cells are some cell which present in our bone marrow, in our gastrointestinal tract, as well as which present in our airways. This mast cell live longer than normal cells and which take part in all the immune functions. Okay, so this spirulina, which is very important, and it has the ability to modulate immune functions. Now, one more important fact about this type of bacteria. So listen carefully. I will ask questions on this. So please listen carefully, students. It has been estimated that 25 kilogram of cow, please listen carefully, 25 kilogram of cow produce 200 gram of protein per day. Okay, 250 kg cow produce 200 gram of protein per day. But now if you see Methylophilus metallotropus, 250 gram of microorganism, that is Methylophilus metallotropus, produce 25 tons of protein. 25 tons of protein is not a least quantity of protein, student. So this is a vast difference. So cow, 250 kg of cow produce 200 gram of protein, while 250 gram of microorganism produce 25 tons of protein. So raise the hand and tell me how much amount of protein produced by Methylophilus metallotropus. Yes. Now slide is in front of you. Very good, Pratiksha. Other than Pratiksha, 49 students in my class. Yes. Where are my other students? Yes, Pratiksha, go ahead.
Ma'am, in the microorganism, 25 gram produce 25 tons proteins per day.
Yes, from 250 gram of Methylophilus metallotropus. Very good. So here we can able to see that how much this microorganisms important in our everyday life. Now the next one, Candida utilis. Candida utilis had been manufactured in Germany during the First War. You know, this Candida utilis used as alternate protein source to prevent protein deficiency disorder. Yes, so this Candida utilis first used or first manufactured in Germany during the First War as alternate protein source to prevent protein deficiency disorder. So here my next question. Why Candida utilis used in Germany? Yes, raise the hand. Again, the answer in front of you. So I need coordination in this class. Yes, students?
Ma'am, please repeat your question.
Just wait for 2 minutes, Pratiksha. Just wait. Huh? Yes, Alhat, Omkar, Payal, there are so many students in my class. Okay, Pratiksha, go ahead.
Ma'am, please repeat your question.
Okay, so Shweta, please repeat your question. Repeat my question, sorry. Yes.
Why Candida is used in Germany?
Very good. Yes. Yes, Pratiksha. Tell me your answer now.
Because the Germany during the First War of the alternate protein source to prevent a protein deficiency disorder. Therefore, the Candida used in Germany.
Yes, very good try and excellent answer given by Pratiksha. Yes, Sonali, would you like to add something more? Yes, Sonali, unmute yourself.
No, ma'am.
No? Okay. So yes, as Pratiksha said, this Candida utilis used in Germany as alternate protein source to prevent protein deficiency disorder. Now the last one, that is Fusarium. One of the best example of fungi which having 50 to 55% of protein content. Yes, so now you can able to see student as like cyanobacteria, as like Candida utilis and Fusarium too, having very rich content of protein in their biomass. So there are various advantages of SCP. So just tell me one or two advantages of SCP that you know. Yes? Any one of you? Yes, Pratiksha? Any one or two advantages of SCP? I already taught that this SCP very useful for protein content, increased protein content in human body as well as animal body. So see on the slide, it reduces the pressure of agricultural production system. Yes, obviously, it reduces the pressure of agricultural production system. SCP production is based on industrial effluent. As I said, we mostly take this type of microorganism from wastewater, from sewage sample, right? And because of that, this SCP production is based on industrial effluent, which help to minimize environmental pollution. See, this SCP minimize environmental pollution, and the last one, which increases the protein amount in human as well as in animal body. Now raise the hand and tell me at least one or two advantages of SCP. You can able to see this answer on the slide. Yes. Yes, students. Yes, Shweta, go ahead.
It reduces the pressure of agricultural production systems, and
Okay.
it is rich in high quality protein and poor in fat content.
Very perfect answer given by Shweta. Very perfect. Yes, Pratiksha, go ahead and tell me what are the advantages of SCP?
It reduces the pressure of the agriculture production.
Okay.
SCP production is based on the industrial influence, so that
Very
it is
good.
helps to reduce the environmental pollution, and it is rich in high quality protein and pure in fat content.
Now I can see my students are brilliant and giving answer in my class. Very good, students. So now we are going to see biofortification. What do you know about biofortification? Yes, Pratiksha? Okay. Now see, biofortification is the method which is something related to SCP. So biofortification is the method in which crops are bred for having higher level of vitamins, minerals, and the fats. Yes, if we see normal agricultural cultivation method, they not give a that much demand of food. So biofortification is the alternative method which used for producing the higher level of vitamin, minerals, and the fats. Yes, not only this, there are some objectives of biofortification. First one, increase protein quality, then oil quality, vitamin, micronutrient too. Now raise the hand and tell me what are the objectives of biofortification method. Yes, you can able to see this answer on the slide. And now, yes, Sonali is there, Pratiksha is there, very good. Shweta is there. Snehal, yes, Snehal, tell me answer of this question.
Objectives: protein quality and content.
Very
Second,
good.
oil quality and content. Third,
Yes.
vitamin content. Fourth, micronutrient and minerals content.
Very perfect answer given by Snehal. Yes. So these are some objectives of biofortification method. So there are various examples of biofortificated crop. So the first, hybrid maize. You can able to see, student, normal maize on the slide that we eat normally. Okay. But now you can able to see hybrid maize. Hybrid maize had 2x amount of amino acid, that is lysine and tryptophan. Yes, and because of this amino acid, that is lysine and tryptophan, the protein content of this hybrid maize is very higher. So tell me, which two amino acid present in hybrid maize? Raise the hand. Very good, Snehal. Snehal, yes, continue.
Lysine and tryptophan.
Okay, so the pronunciation of this amino acid is tryptophan. Yes, Pratiksha?
Presence in lysine and tryptophan.
Very good, Snehal and Pratiksha. I will give you a big clap for this. The now second example, wheat variety. So there are various type of wheat variety that we know, but Atlas 66 is one type of wheat variety and having a high protein content than normal varieties. Not only this, it has possible to develop iron fortified rice. Iron fortified, iron is very important in our body, right? So this type of rice develop iron in our body by biofortification technique. Okay, so now student, I think you all understood this lesson very well. So here, please close your books and notebook. Yes, fast. And here I'm going question. And you all have to try, okay? So see, 48 students in my class. And only Pratiksha, Snehal, Shweta is giving me answer. Why this is so? So see, what is single cell protein? Yes. Raise the hand and tell me. Yes, Nehal? Or what you understood from this topic? What is single cell protein? Very good, Gauri. Go ahead. Yes, Gauri? Unmute yourself, beta. Yes, Gauri, you raised the hand, right? Okay, Snehal. Any one of you? No one is there? Yes, Pratiksha. Please try. Okay, see, SCP, that is single cell protein, is a one type of protein which is very helpful in animal feed as well as in the human feed, which increases protein content in our human body. Now tell me, what is single cell protein, students? Yes, student. Now tell me. Yes, Pratiksha.
Single cell protein, which are helpful in the animal feed as well as the human feed. These are the increase the protein content in our body. This is called as the single cell protein.
I will give you again big clap for Pratiksha because she's trying very well. And where are my other students? Okay, so second one. Yes, what are the advantages of single cell protein? Yes. What are advantages of SCP? Yes, Pratiksha, go ahead.
It reduces the presence of agriculture production, single cell protein production, industrial efficiency, so that it reduces the environmental pollution. It rich in high quality protein and poor in fat content.
I really appreciate Pratiksha. You're giving very wonderful answer. Very nice. Yes, Sonali?
It is a good source of vitamins, amino acids, and minerals.
Very perfect answer. Yes, Shweta? Unmute yourself, beta. Yes.
It reduces the pressure of agricultural production systems, and its production is based on industrial influence, so it helps to minimize environmental pollution.
Excellent answer, Shweta. I really appreciate for you. Now, Snehal is there.
High protein content.
Very good, Sonali. Yes, Snehal? Would you like to add something more? Okay.
Broad variety of raw material.
Very good, Sonali. Very good try. Now tell me, what is biofortification? Yes? Yes, Pratiksha. No, Pratiksha. Okay. Yes, Shweta?
Biofortification is a method in which crops are bred for having higher levels of vitamins, minerals, and fats.
I will give you big clap for you, Shweta. Very excellent answer given by you. Yes, so biofortification, which improve vitamin, other nutrient in crops. Very nice answer. Now, please switch on your videos, switch on your cameras, open your textbook and notebook. And here I will give you some questions. That is, choose the correct option, and you all have to write answers of this question in your notebook. Okay, so fast. So here my first question. Single cell protein provide a valuable dash rich supplement in dash diet. So write answer fast. Yes. Okay. Now this is second question in front of you. Biofortification provide a valuable dash-rich supplement in dash diet. So this is very simple one. And the last one. Dash microbes are used as SCP producers. So as I said, there are total 4 types of microbes used as SCP producers. So don't write question, just write answers in your notebook because we have only 4 minutes with us. I know you all are so brilliant from my class. So if done, yes, Shweta, Pratiksha, where are my other students? Aditya, Shritika, Shivani. Yes, raise the hand if completed. Any one of you? Yes, students? Yes, Pratiksha? Unmute yourself if it is done. Yes, Alhat.
Ma'am,
Yes,
first,
very good. Just show me your book. Show me your notebook. Switch on your camera. Yes, okay. Tell me your answer, Pratiksha.
ma'am, first answer is human and protein.
Okay.
Second answer is plant and protein. Sorry, protein and plant. And third is Candida utilis.
So I will just reframe your answer, Pratiksha, but excellent try. Single cell protein provide a valuable dash-rich supplement in dash diet. So here the answer is protein as a rich supplement in human diet. And second one, biofortification is a method which completely related to plant. So biofortification provide a valuable protein-rich supplement in plant diet. And the last one, yes, as you said, Methylophilus methyllotropus and Candida utilis used as SCP producers. So answer is both A and C. So very good, Pratiksha. And please, other student, you cross-check your answers here. Okay. So I hope you all enjoyed this lesson very well. Thank you so much.